To quote Samuel L. Jackson, hold on to your butts. Jurassic Park in 3D. Seeing this classic in 3D was awesome. Steven Spielberg is such a brilliant director. Oh wow, I love this movie. I saw Jurassic Park for the first time when I was in high school. Near the end of my high school years, and oh wow, it was just so good seeing it on the big screen for the first time, and then seeing it again this time 20 years later on the big screen in 3D is just fantastic. The 3D was very good. There were a lot of times where it really felt that you were right there. Other times where it felt like the 3D wasn't necessary. So the 3D is kind of like a hit or miss at times. But of course, let's get on to the plot of the film. Directed by Steven Spielberg, this movie is based on the book written by Michael Crichton. This movie is about a man named John Hammond who discovers a way to bring dinosaurs back from extinction through the use of getting DNA from mosquitoes that drank on the blood of the dinosaurs back then and now fossilized in amber. And whatever gaps they couldn't make from the mosquito DNA, they used frog DNA in order to fill in the gaps. One of the employees dies when they're bringing the dinosaurs into the preserve on an island off the coast of Costa Rica. And the lawyer that represents the investors, he gets all mad, and John Hammond fears he may lose his park, so he decides to bring in 3 scientists: Dr. Alan Grant, played by Sam Neill, Dr. Ian Malcolm, played by Jeffrey Goldblum, and Ellie Sattler comes along for the ride because she's Alan Grant's love interest. And they are fantastic, all 3 of these guys. Sam Neill is awesome when he sees the dinosaurs, and he is awe and wonder, but he's also realized that this is such a bad decision to bring dinosaurs back to a century that they don't even know how to act in, and it could endanger human lives. Jeff Goldblum the same way. He's just so good as a mathematician and specialized in chaos theory, and he delivers a lot of the insight of how the movie eventually goes amok when the dinosaurs start running loose because Wayne Knight, hello Newman, from Seinfeld, who plays Dennis Nerdy, he's in charge of the security of Jurassic Park. Yeah, Newman is in charge of the security. Never give security to a slob like Newman. Oh my god. He has his own interest. He wants to smuggle some of the DNA out, some of the dinosaur DNA out of Jurassic Park in a shaving cream can. But if you've seen the movie, you know he doesn't get that far. And he turns off the security, and that's when the dinosaurs go crazy and the fun really begins. Martin Farrell plays Donald Gennaro, the lawyer. He has one of the funniest deaths in the movie. You got the 2 kids who are John Hammond's grandchildren, Joseph Mazzello playing Tim and Ariana Richards playing Lex. They are very good in the movie as well. I like the fact that Lex was a hacker in the movie, and just their awe. It's the technology that we now take for granted, like touch screens and CD-ROMs. And Samuel L. Jackson's catchphrase is, hold on to your butts, 3 times in the movie he says that. And it's like a little game of how many times can you count Richard Attenborough saying spare no expense. He says that a lot of times in the movie. Bob Peck plays Robert Muldoon, the game warden. He thinks this park is a bad idea and uses a gun to keep things safe, full of tranquilizers. And the movie is so good. There's a lot of great classic scenes. Jeff Goldblum flirting with Laura Dern, using water. Like when you have the T-Rex running, going after Jeff Goldblum and Laura Dern in the Jeep. You got the raptors running through the kitchen after the kids. You got the classic scene of how Wayne Knight dies, Newman, when he tries to smuggle the dinosaur DNA off the island, which is so funny because he meets up with this little lizard that flaps out like a flower and spews out poisonous venom that makes you blind. Oh man, the movie was just so good. I really like this movie. Not only did I see the movie, I've actually gone to Universal Studios and gone to Jurassic Park, the ride. I know I went on the land ride. I believe I've gone on the water ride as well. Which both rides are very good. I mean, the land ride is fantastic. I mean, even though sometimes the dinosaurs look fake, they really do feel real a lot of times. And it's just the ride was great. I hope they still have that ride because I heard they got rid of the Back to the Future ride, which I think is a real shame. But I hope they still get the Jurassic Park ride at least. And the Universal Studios that I went to was the one in Orlando, Florida. I didn't go to the one in California. Oh wow, just seeing this movie again brings back so many memories. The movie itself gets a 10 out of 10, but of course because I've seen this movie so many times, I'm going to give this movie a 9 out of 10 because I don't want to include it among my favorites for this year. But I definitely recommend if you have not seen Jurassic Park on the big screen, go see it in 3D. It's worth it.